Hi guys, welcome to another interesting episode of Youth Hub, and today we will be discussing on the evolution of friendship. Who is your friend, and have you had a friend that you've kept for years? Do you have friends that you've been together with for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, or from childhood? What has been the evolution of friendship since then? I mean, the essence has still been the same, but it looks like there's been a little tweak or a little change from the normal love letters, the normal letters we received then, having your secondary school friend write you little letters, your best friends just scribble something to you while you're still in class. How is that? Is that still happening right now? What do you think have been the evolution of friendship from BC, from AC up till right now? And joining me to uncover and explore on this particular interesting topic is a very beautiful damsel. I mean, she is, I don't know, let's keep that. She doesn't want to blush so much. Welcome, Miss Joy. John, how are you?
I am very well, thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you're happy because, I mean, you're glowing, your face is shining, so it shows that you're very happy.
You compliment me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You radiate yourself.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Okay. You know, back then, we know that we used to have these candlelight kind of things where we write letters under the candlelight, under the mango tree, and send it. Come here, take this thing, take this letter, go and give it to.
Pass it to this boy. Pass it.
Oh. So, but these days we've seen changes from letters to likes, to the social media world, and I don't know how that is really sitting for us. I don't know if friendships are still the same as it used to be. So which makes me raise this question: how do you think the values and expectations of friendships have changed from the previous generations to now? And how is that affecting us, and what do we gain or what do we lose in these changes in particular?
Okay, so personally, I've never really been the person to have so many friends. I've always been the one to, that girl in the corner that talks to everybody and talks to nobody. that has always been me. That has always been
me. You've been like that?
I've always been like that.
Well, you look it anyway.
So my longest friendship is actually from my university days. That's 2015 till now. I think that's about 10 years.
Wow.
And these two girls, Tonya and Gina, these two girls are people that I can say are my backbones. I can rely on them on anything.
Anytime.
So when it comes to the way friendship was back in the day when we were younger, then if a boy likes a girl, or if you had a crush on someone, there's this shyness and timidity.
You just tremble and
nervousness. There's this tingling.
You don't start thinking, oh my God.
I personally never experienced it, but I saw a lot of people doing it. I saw how it happened, and it was cute. But now, I like your photo. I see you on Instagram. I scroll. I enter your DM. If you answer me, fine. If you don't answer me, I move on to the next. So there's this ease now in this social media age where everybody can just easily talk to this person or talk to this person. It's easy. There's a lot of options now, and that has its advantages and its disadvantages, because one thing that's the foundation of friendship is commitment, communication, loyalty, trust. And right now people take this thing so lightly because these are things that are built with time. These are things that are actually built. But with social media ages now, and the fact that we have options, we have so many options. You can just be like, I send you DM, no response to me. Now move on to the next. Find her like me. And that's actually the values, the relationship. Even if after some time you come together and talk again, but that same value, it won't be the same compared to someone who you see every day, you talk every day, and over time, you now like start chatting, even though there's a distance. So I think it has actually devalued the intimacy of relationship. That's what social media has done. It has provided us with many options, but it has devalued the intimacy
that we had back then.
Yes.
I was going through social media and I saw a little clip. She's an influencer. She likes to give little motivational talks. And there was something she said some days back. She was like, my aburos, aburos means my younger sibling or my little sibling. It's not every relationship that you're quick to call out of. I'm out.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Like you're already some relationships you have to have patience in them. You have to build them.
Yes.
You have to work on them.
And this is the same thing of having options. Normally in the back in the days when you just have two friends that if they travel you will if you just quarrel.
You need to have so much friends everywhere.
If you quarrel, you will sit down there and settle it. You will talk it out. If you have to bring an elder person to interfere, you will do that. But now me will bid you bid with the social media options.
Everybody's just big now.
Exactly. So nobody is coming down to actually sit down and talk. But I'm the type of person that I do that. Okay, let me not come here and act like a sense. I do that if we're not so close and then something happens and you snub me, I will snub you back. But you see the studios that I mentioned, Gina and Antonia, and then some other people that I've met over time that I have value for. If something happens, we will sit down there. I'll reach out. We'll talk about it. Because I value you. I value the relationship we have. So people don't actually, is what you don't value that you can toss aside. If you value the relationship you have with someone, you put the work to make it work.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. I like that. I like that because my friend and I, we've been streaking for some days now. And we said we must get to 100 streaks.
Oh, God.
And at some point, things have come in between. Busyness and all of that work. And there was a day I was so overwhelmed with so much work, I got home really late. And she was like, Marinessa, I want to eat. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry about that. But then we made it work because we want it to work. So now, do you think with the rise of digital friendship, because these days a lot of people just meet friends online and they just start rolling and they feel like that, okay, without even having this in-person feeling and communication, do you think we stand the risk to lose certain depths of connections, or can digital friendships be just as meaningful as having to always see this person all the time, communicate and all of that?
Okay, so one thing is attention breeds affection. What you give attention to breeds the affection. So if you want to have a connection with someone, even if it's digital, you have to put in the word of communicating. And yes, now with social media, this digital age, we can talk to people in India, in China, just a scroll of your phone. It's really easy to do that. But you also have to be intentional in maintaining that communication. I have friends that we don't have anything to say to each other. We're just sending each other reels on IG, but we're keeping in touch. So when something comes up like, hey, yo, I have this and I'm doing, okay, we've been talking about these things. And then with social media now, we can actually relate on so many topics. There are so many things to talk about. There are so many things in my environment. Like if you have friends that are in different countries or different places, there are things that are happening in their environment that you can't relate with. They can share with you. You get that information, the same thing. So digital age right now, it makes it easier for friendship to actually work. But then when it comes to the values and the depths of the intimacy, people can be very lackadaisical when it comes to building that, especially when it comes to a stranger. When it comes to a stranger, like, oh, okay, I just saw you online. There's the trust, first of all. There's the mistrust. There's a mistrust there because you don't know who this person is. And so many people catfish right now on social media. So you don't want to
imagine there was a lady that was catfished by her cousin on Twitter.
Imagine.
For 10 years. I'm like, what have you been doing? Her cousin catfished her with a man's picture that she felt like she would like.
Oh my God.
So that cousin is wicked. A female cousin, for that matter. Or like, she's too pretty. Let me see her get married before me. And she wasted 10 years of her life because of online friendship.
The wickedness of men. But I think that's I don't want to say stupid, that's hurtful, that's really sad. But I mean, you video call the person now. Social media.
But there's something with video call now that can bring you someone's video.
Face, yes.
I mean, so that will bring us to the next conversation.
I have actually been a victim of this because let me open up. I was in a relationship with someone in Dubai for like 6 months, and every time we tried video calling, he was always in dark places, dark corners. I'm at work, night shifts. When he finally came to Nigeria, I'm like, what the other advice is what I got? God forgive me, because I mean, we're talking and all, but he wasn't looking. He wasn't giving.
He wasn't giving. He didn't eat.
And I tried to bring it up like, yo, you have this defect. Have you been trying to work on it? And he's like, no, that's who I am. You love me because of my personality or my this one. I'm like, bro, it's a package. I'm looking at my children, my future generation here. There are things I want. And then he traveled back and the communication
just ended.
So I think when it comes to long distance relationship also, some people are lucky.
Yeah.
Some people are lucky because I have a friend. I have a friend that she's been just chatting with this person for like over 2 years. He came to Nigeria, married her, and took her back.
Wow.
So I have that friends. I personally, it wasn't my turn. Let me just say that it wasn't my turn. God was teaching me another lesson.
God, am I a mopping stick? And even if I'm a mopping stick, let somebody mop the floor with me. What's
least-
going on? Did you say 2 years?
2 years.
And they just did it.
And they just did it
well, it favors some people.
Yes, it
But
does.
then, can we really trust digital friendships? And that takes me to my next conversation line, my line of thought. You know, how has technology enabled us to form or sustain friendships, and that wouldn't have been possible.
Yeah.
You know, back in the days, we had limits to some
Yes,
type of friendships, or
yes,
being
yes.
able to communicate with some people, like the people that were out of the country in the
Yes,
diaspora.
yes.
There was this limitation on always having to contact them all the time and all the time. So how do you think technology has helped us to sustain friendships that would have been possible, or challenges? What challenges do you think it brings?
Okay, so the world is a global village now, and technology has made it easier for communication to flow. We're getting instant feedbacks.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I can imagine back in the 90s or the 80s where you have to write a letter and the postman will now trek and enter train and go to one place, and you don't know that
People even used to do letters from Nigeria to outside the country. Like, how did?
I mean, there are sometimes where I'm like, thank God I'm Gen Z, thank God I can't relate to that suffering. Thank God I can't relate to that torture, because I really can't relate. I can't imagine it.
Imagine I was on, I'll be doing, what is it?
Having to burn enough. The pain, the torment,
Like the pain of waiting for somebody to reply you, and
the thing is that you don't get instant reply, because the time that it's taking to send that message, other things are happening that could have
Exactly.
literally changed the perspective of that message and changed everything.
Right.
So other things are happening. I mean, personally, I now have a friend, right? There's this lady I was following on on Instagram, a white lady. I loved her content. She was always putting herself modeling. So I sent her DM and she responded. Now we're friends. We don't talk every day. We can talk once in 3 months. But then she'll send me a 12-minute voice note of everything that's happened in her life.
Exactly.
I'll send her back.
But that, that communication thing, sometimes it's amazing how it happens.
Yes.
There are some people who you are not in constant
Communication with, yes.
but they love you even more than the person that you're communicating with every day.
Yes. And
Even in romantic relationships,
Yes,
sorry to say,
yes.
there are some men that don't like.
Every day
say,
chat,
yeah,
good
there's some
morning,
people
how are
that say,
you?
oh, yeah, like, he must call him. But when you look at the real life, forget what you see on social media and all the motivational talks we hear from all the Tony Tones and all the people that give us
all the relationship gurus.
what you see really is what you actually get. There's some people who
Yeah.
would value you, set time for you, do things for you, and still have time for yourself, but might not be there 24/7.
Yes.
In fact, I feel like the rich men in relationships don't have time.
Yes. Personally, words of affirmation is a love language for me. So I want you to talk to me, but I also want you to be busy and make money. So if you send a text, babe, I'm busy today, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So long as I know your activities, we don't need to talk till you're done. I don't need the
Exactly.
constant, hello, how are you? I don't need, no, I don't need that. We can do the lovey-dovey when we're together and alone, so we can do that.
Exactly.
And then the issue of communication also, I think people need to have an understanding. Everybody's living life. I can't be talking to you 24/7. There are businesses to be made. There's money to be made. I need to cash out. I have goals I'm working towards. You are my friend. I love you, and I rely on you when I need you.
And I'm rooting for you too.
I want you to succeed. So go and do your thing. When you need me, have a Jay, come. I need to support this. I'll come and support you. But we can't just be sitting down and gossiping and talking about the economy and hardship. And we're not making any money. Like we're not doing anything. I'd rather let's strategize. Go and do. Come back, strategize, and then yes, the gossips are good because I have my girlfriend Gina.
Because why not?
We can even as Gina talking, we can talk we can stay like a month or 2 months without talking. When we're talking, her time we finish, when we finish, we'll buy.
But I continue. I have such relationships.
We talk.
Exactly. Like you talk everything out.
Exactly. And there's some people that won't really understand, because there's sometimes she can call me, Hafa, I'm busy, I won't call you back. I would tell her I won't call you back. Like we have that understanding.
Exactly.
Because you know I'm busy.
Yes.
If it's something important, she'll text me this was happening and everything, then I will give it attention. But if it's just our normal random just to catch up, Hafa, I'm busy, I'll call you back, or I won't call you back.
And they don't have a hard feeling about it, or
Because
start
we've
feeling
had
cold.
understanding.
Yes.
That's why people need to have understanding. You need to know that I'm your friend, but my whole life doesn't revolve around you.
Exactly. I love that last line. I really love it. That's true. So Well, I have a friend that we've been talking for the past 5 years to 6 years now,
Okay.
since we left university days, and it's been amazing. Do you know what? Since then, and I think after we finished school, the whole pandemic in 2020,
Yeah.
we've not been able to see. But guess what? It feels like I see Oluchi every day.
Every day.
Oluchi and I talk every day, and even if we don't talk 1 week, 2 weeks, when we come back,
It's as if nothing was
nothing
missing.
really happened. You know,
That's you guys are being intentional and have understanding about your friendship.
Okay, so quickly, how do you think, or how do social media and cultural trends, you know, there are lots of cultural trends there, here and there, and lots of pace setters. This is how friendship should be. This is how it should be. everybody really has an opinion.
Everybody has an opinion.
Everyone's opinionated. So how do social media and cultural trends shape our idea of what a good friend is today? And do you think these expectations help or harm our friendships?
Okay, so to me, a good friend is someone that my secret is safe with. That is very important. I don't want to tell
Very
you something and it's trending.
Right?
I don't want to confide in you and the next thing is trending. That sucks. So a good friend is someone that my secret is safe with, someone I can talk to, someone I trust, someone I know will support me. Now, these qualities can be in people that are within your environment or outside. Social media just breaches that gap and make it easier for you to communicate with that person. So if you're a bad friend, it's not because of social media, you're just a bad friend. No, that's the truth. If you're a bad friend, you're just a bad friend. It's not because of social media, you're just a bad friend. If you're a good person, you're a good person. It's not social media. That platform just allows people to put in either their worst or best attributes.
Yes.
Because the whole cultural trend and cyberbullying, let's even talk about cyberbullying, sir.
Yes.
Because somebody that will see me in the street and say, good morning, ma, will come on my comment section, I'm like, you're mad, or start saying some kind of...
Something you can't even say to people.
Exactly,
Exactly.
just because of that platform, because of social media. So people are bold now to say a lot of...
Whatever they feel like they want to say, yeah.
Exactly. So, and then there's another trend that's going on with our cultural trends. We know as Nigerians, we're very moral conscious people.
Yes,
we have there's this, especially female child, like our daughters, you're the pride of the family, carry yourself with pride and esteem. But now, social media, girls are just saying,
Girls are very
a lot of whoa.
Wow.
I can't say the things they're saying. It was like, whoa. Are your parents saying these things? That's what's going on, relatives.
Do you have sisters? Because the kind of sisters and brothers and family people I have,
I mean, there are some things I won't post on my status, and my mom will like take it down. I'm like, yes, ma.
I mean, come on, you have to take it down.
Yes, ma.
Sometimes not even my mom, the Holy Spirit in me.
See, the Spirit of God will call you to consciousness.
I'm so conscious of, especially social media. I don't just put everything out there. Okay, this conversation is going on and on, and if we continue, we will not stop. So lastly, I'm looking to the future, because I know that there's a past, there is present, and definitely we're looking at the future. So how do you think friendships might evolve, especially with the advancing in technology and like all those virtual reality, calling your friends on video? And what role do you think traditional friendships will play, especially in our younger generation? Because definitely we have people coming up.
Yes. So the traditional friendship, the cause of the traditional friendships are actually trust, commitment, loyalty, transparency.
Yes, exactly.
Now, if those values, whether with virtual reality, future, past, or present, if those values are sustained, then whatever technological advancements come is just added on top of that. That is the foundation. Friendships will be sweet. It will be easier. I'm here in Abuja, and then my friend is all over, probably overseas, and we're using our virtual reality headset and connecting. It will be beautiful.
Very beautiful.
But then if you lack those morals, everything will just be trash.
Everything just goes.
Everything will go wrong.
You know, growing up, we were made to feel like, oh, don't have a female friend. Women are wicked. But these days, there's something about cis-mans and sisterhood that the younger generation and us, we need to embrace.
Yes.
I mean, it's good to have romantic relationship partners, male, but there's something about having
the
good sisterhood around you. It's going to really help you. The days when that man will leave you,
who will you cry
the days, you can imagine. The days when work feels overwhelming, and it goes on.
The days where you're having cramps, who can relate?
I went for a program and I heard it's a woman that can help a woman.
Yes.
And I never let that go. I never let that go. I hope you learned something from this very beautiful conversation. And today on Youth Hub, we're talking from letters to likes, the evolution of friendships, how we've come in the olden days and right now. So quickly before we go, let's play a quick game with my beautiful Joy. So Joy, are you a night person or a day person? Are you a night crawler?
I spend the night inside my house.
So what are you trying to say? People like me that got at night.
No, I spend the night inside my house.
Oh really?
That's the thing.
Okay, Christmas in London or in Nigeria, Lagos?
Christmas in London.
Why not? You
Please,
know.
I want snow to touch my skin. Oh, I want to feel the snow.
Okay, would you rather read a book or see a movie?
I'd rather read a book.
So give me 2 truths and a lie about yourself.
Let
me guess the lie.
I'm 6 feet tall.
Okay.
I am in a relationship.
Okay.
My favorite color is black.
Well, that would be very, very hard because all these 3 things is like she has it already. I don't even know the word myself. Okay. Your favorite color is not black.
My favorite color is black.
Ah! Which one is the lie there?
I'm single.
Guys, she's single.
Oh no! This is not advertisement.
No. Thank you so much for coming on the program
you for
today.
having
I'm so
me.
happy to have you. And
Thank you
of
for
course, this was
having
a
me.
very amazing and insightful topic about relationships and how to keep our relationship going and friendship going. I mean, with everything happening around us, we still need to keep that friendship. In fact, I still like love letters. I still like it when somebody writes.
Cute.
It's cute. I mean, a friend of mine wrote me a little letter yesterday, and I was so amazed. I was just blushing. Thank you very much for joining me on Youth Hub today. Please stay tuned next week. Bye for now.